Most of the limitations we have do not exist in reality. They exist only in your own mind. And one of the starting points of great achievement is to start questioning those self-limiting beliefs and throw them off and act as if they did not exist. And when you act as if they didn't exist, lo and behold, they simply disappear.
1, know what you want and believe that you can and will get it. 2, give expressions of gratitude many times daily for having received that which you want, even before you actually get physical possession of it. Possession starts first in the mind.
To manifest, you have to believe. You have to believe that you already have whatever it is that you want. And the reason that you have to believe you have it already is because the subconscious mind is only operating in the present. It can't reason. It's just like a program. So if you say, my new car is coming, I'm going to get a new car, it's coming, well then it's always going to be coming. You have to imagine you have it now. And the moment that you believe, there's manifestations instantaneous.
So often we spend our lives wishing and hoping and hoping and wishing and desiring things. This is what I know for sure. You don't get what you wish for. You don't even get what you hope for. You get what you believe. So what is it you believe and know to be God's dream for you? So I live in the dream. I'm living in the space of the dream. The dream is greater than anything that I could have imagined.
The universe is listening to everything you say and everything you think and saying, okay, you can get that. So then it starts to bring you in and bring things into you. And I know this sounds far-fetched, but it's amazing how it works. If you do a good, general, positive statement for yourself, the universe will figure out how to manifest that, how to bring that about in your life. So things could happen that you wouldn't expect at all, but they will happen.
The most important thing in the world is what you believe about yourself. Your entire experience is fabricated out of what you believe about yourself. It is not important what other people believe about you. It's only important what you believe about yourself. Once you learn to believe in yourself correctly, you are no longer worried about what other people are thinking or saying about you. Until you learn to believe in yourself, regardless of what other people say or think, you're not going to get very far. As a matter of fact, you have got to come to that point in your experience where you know that your nose is clean, your business is straight, and you don't give a damn about what other people think about you.
See, you can do anything. You can get up any hour, read any book, take any class, make any change, develop any skill, do any discipline. I mean, you can do it all. Or when the why starts to grow, the how gets simple. And my personal question to you is, why not you? You've got the brains, you can make decisions, you can study the plan, you can change your life, you can grow immensely in the next few years. You can make your dreams come true. You can build a financial wall around your family nothing can get through. You can become healthy. You can become powerful. Why not you?
You have to believe in yourself. You have to believe that it's possible because you can create your reality. The perception that you have of the world, if you think there's only scarcity, there's no opportunity, that's how you are going to interact with reality. If you think that there's abundance, if you think that there's opportunity, then these things will manifest themselves to you. So you have to believe that you can, right? And the way that you believe, and the way that you can get to that state, because a lot of people are like, I have a lot of doubt. So do I. I have it all the time. Even if at these levels, right? You're doing 7-figure months. Dude, there's people doing 8-figure months. That's hard to fathom. That's hard to imagine. Yeah. But it's still possible. Yeah, of course. Is it difficult? Absolutely. But it's a mindset shift. So it's a mindset shift, one of, hey, it's possible. 2, it's an abundance mindset. You can either have a delusion of scarcity, which most people are like, hey, it's not possible, or this is not a reality. And I get it. Our lives are so far. We're sitting in a suite in Dubai right now. Yeah. How old are you?
26.
Okay, I'm 26. We're 28. This isn't normal. This isn't normal. So like, I get it. Like, I get it. The people that are listening and watching, and they're like, bro, is this actually real?
It's funny though, because to us it's normal, because we've lived this for a while.
Because it's become the reality that we created.
Yeah.
Because it's the mindset that we've been able to determine, achieve, and establish.
Yeah.
However, for the average person, they may not see it. And I get it, because you have to have a delusional mindset.
Yeah.
You have to be so far out there to believe that it's possible.
When you believe that your miracle is already on its way, when you believe that you are worthy of it, the universe has no choice but to manifest it for you. Right now, as you focus on the greatness you want to experience, the circumstances of your life begin to shift. You might not see it with your physical eyes yet, but trust that the forces at play are working for your good. The power of your inner state creates the outer world you live in. By seeing your miracle already in existence, you are commanding the universe to respond with the exact circumstances needed for its manifestation. You have been prepared for this moment. This is the moment where your belief, your feeling of certainty, will open the door to what you have asked for. The universe is never far from you. It is right here, responding to every thought, every feeling, every belief you carry. It doesn't matter how things look right now, or how long you've been waiting. What matters is that you believe it is already yours.
All my life, I dreamed of where I am now. I may have had a vision, I don't know. Didn't have much hope, but everything happened for me. And now I believe that we can condense time. We can pull it to ourselves. It's not about the future. Oh, I'm going to do something next year. It doesn't exist. Tomorrow doesn't exist. The next hour does not exist. It's all potential. And what we can do is drag the time into the present, now, into the solar plexus. Build the ditches. Whatever you want to do, believe it, believe it, believe it. Even if you don't believe, play the game of belief. Act as if you believe. That is power. It's worked in my life, it will work in yours. So never give up. Believe, believe, believe. I don't care if you're atheist or agnostic or anything. Believe, believe, believe.
What if the truth was that you're greater than you think, more powerful than you know, more unlimited than you could ever dream? If that was the truth, that you are the creator of your life. If you believe that to be the truth, then you have to believe in yourself. And your belief in yourself must be earned. It must be earned. And the only way that we can believe in a future is when we feel the emotion associated with it. Because if you feel the emotion associated with it, your body is your unconscious mind. It's so objective, it does not know the difference between the real life experience that's creating that emotion and the emotion that you're creating by thought alone. And so you're giving your body a taste emotionally of the future. And the stronger the emotion you feel, the more you remember that future. And you literally are embossing the circuitry for you to believe in it more.
As quantum physics is beginning to understand physical reality functioning kind of like a mirror, reflecting back to us what we're putting out, when we have a certain belief system, that's all we get to see. When we change our beliefs, we can see something else. It's a very multi-layered holographic kind of thing. Everything is here, but 99% of it is invisible to us until we shift our frequency, like changing the channel on the TV. Then we get something different that's been here all the time, but we couldn't see it because we weren't on the same wavelength. We weren't on that channel. So we are creating our experience based on what we believe to be true about ourselves and our place in the agreement, in the collective agreement.
What's your dream? What do you want in life? You want happiness and joy? You want material things? You want super health? You want a great relationship? You can have it all. You just have to know how to apply the techniques for manifesting in your life everything you want. And I will tell you simply this: the external world you're living in, the conditions, experiences, is a reflection of what is within you. If you get within you pure and beautiful, the external world will change. But you have to change the inside first, and then give yourself time to succeed. When you change the inside first, it's like planting seeds. You don't plant a seed, walk out the next day and go, where's the tree? You planted the seed. You have to water it and fertilize it and give it time. And then it sprouts. And then you give it time. And then it gets the sun. And then it begins to grow. That's how things manifest. You have to change the inside first, And when that's changed, don't expect an instant result tomorrow, although it could happen. But when you change the inside first, then you've planted the seed, and the blessings in your life will start manifesting.
How many times has God showed you something in your imagination that you thought was so wonderful, and then you took it in there to your family and your friends, and you shared it with them, and they shot it down? You know why they shot it down? Because they couldn't see it. You know why they didn't see it? Because God ain't show it to them. He showed it to you. God put it in your imagination. He don't put it in other people's imagination. Stop telling your visions to other people, because they're not going to see it. Why you think you keep imagining opening a business? Why you keep imagining graduating, getting a better job? Why do you keep imagining buying a house? Why do you keep imagining driving a really nice car? Why do you keep imagining getting rich one day? Why do you keep imagining that? Because God is talking to you.
The reality is, you be worrying about the wrong stuff. Your life will be going perfect. Everything will be going great. Your relationship be going great. Your job, everything be going great. But in your mind, you keep thinking about everything that's going to go wrong. Let me tell you something. You got to become a millionaire before you become a millionaire. You got to be living in that beautiful house that you dream about before you be living in that beautiful house. You got to drive that car that you fantasize about driving and you dream about driving before you get that car. Because let me tell you something. It's about the mindset. Everything that you put in your mind, everything that you program in your mind, everything that you think about in your mind will come to life. I'm talking about, it'll come to life. You sitting there, you got a great relationship, everything's going right, everybody's happy, and all you thinking about what can go wrong, why it could go wrong with your girlfriend, went wrong, how it went wrong with them on Instagram, how it went wrong. It's gonna go wrong. Think about it. Before I was a millionaire, I thought about being a millionaire, so I used to do millionaire stuff. I used to go and test drive cars when I ain't had no money. I had no business being in them spots. I used to go and look at state-of-the-art houses and condominiums, and I was like, I ain't had no money. I couldn't move in right then and there, but I was preparing myself. I was preparing my mind. I was positioning myself. I was positioning my mind. Start positioning your mind and start preparing yourself to see the positive side of life. Listen, I don't care what nobody going on doing on Instagram. I don't care what no meme said. I don't care what no quote said. What is you going, how do you feel about you? How do you feel about your dreams? How do you feel about the next level that's waiting for you? If you don't believe the next level is waiting for you, it won't be waiting for you. Go out there and live, and it's just like that.
Of course, it was impossible to connect the dots looking forward when I was in college, but it was very, very clear looking backwards 10 years later. Again, you can't connect the dots looking forward. You can only connect them looking backwards. So you have to trust that the dots will somehow connect in your future. You have to trust in something, your gut, destiny, life, karma, whatever. Because believing that the dots will connect down the road will give you the confidence to follow your heart, even when it leads you off the well-worn path. And that will make all the difference.
Don't ever let somebody tell you you can't do something. Not even me. All right?
All right.
You got a dream, you got to protect it. People can't do something themselves. They want to tell you you can't do it. You want something, go get it. Period.
Go try and accomplish something that's hard. You may win, you may lose, you may succeed, you may fail. I'll tell you what, you'll be better. If you avoid those things that are hard, if you don't accept that challenge, if you don't step up and step into that cold water, and you sit on your couch and eat Doritos, I can tell you this is not a good move. This is not a good move. Just get up, move towards that challenge, whatever that challenge is. Move towards that challenge and go attack it. And you may be successful and you may not be successful, but you will be better. And the next challenge, you're gonna be more prepared for. And the next challenge after that, you're gonna be even more prepared for. And you're gonna fail, and you're gonna fail, and you're gonna fail, and you're gonna fail, and then you're gonna win.
Every human being is a creator, and they are creating their life.
and we are creating our life through our thoughts. So it's not that our thoughts are powerful, it's that we are powerful. And so when we focus on a thought and we really hold that focus, that thought will manifest in our life. And so we create our own life through our thoughts and through the mind. Our mind is super, super, super powerful.
So if you want to prosper and be successful in life, first of all, reject the idea of poverty. Reject all negative self-definitions. As a man thinks in his heart, so is he. The Bible says, let the weak say, I am strong. Why? Because whatever you say you are, you will become that. Whatever you say you are, you will remain that. It follows that if you want to be successful and prosperous, let the poor say what? I am prosperous. I am successful.
Repeated thoughts wear a kind of psychic groove in the mind. A groove that gets deeper with every repetition. You see what that means? When you think you can't, and you tell yourself you can't, and you tell other people that you can't, you've made a groove in your mind, psychically. And every time you do that, the groove becomes deeper until ultimately you can't. That is the way it goes.
So like if you're saying, okay, I'm gonna climb Mount Everest, you're at the bottom of the mountain and you look up and you're going, I'm not gonna climb Mount Everest, right? But if you break it down into sections and you're just 1 foot in front of the other, 1 step at a time, next thing you know, you're at the top of the mountain.
You're always afraid to take the first step because all you see is every negative thing 10 miles down the road.
It don't matter how up that shit might look. It don't matter how much it feel like it ain't gonna work.
Delusional.
Complete delusion. You gotta believe the delusion. Because it's only delusional until it works. So is it really delusional? I'm only gonna call it delusion until it don't work. And then once the world see it, there's nothing delusional about it. Now, your delusion becomes, oh, he was a genius. We didn't see it when he saw it. We didn't understand it when he did. We thought this was crazy.
But the moment your belief matches with any state, that's a state. The moment your belief matches with any state, you fuse with it. You become one with it. We're not talking about the body, we're talking about the consciousness. You fuse with it. This union results in the activation, projection of its plots, plans, and conditions and circumstances. See, when you do that, you affect the entire universe. This new state, when you're operating with the proper consciousness, this new state of awareness becomes your home from which you view the world.
I don't know how to build a dam. I don't know how to get 1 million people involved in anything. Well, let me tell you a secret. No one does when they begin. Ideas don't come out fully formed. They only become clear as you work on them. You just have to get started.
William James from Harvard said, believe and your belief will create the fact. All things are possible if you believe. Well, you know, I studied for a long time. I started to study this book, Think and Grow Rich. And he talks about belief in here. He says, you're not ready for what you want until you believe you can get it. I found that the only two sources of reference we could go to find out anything about ourselves is science and religion. They all say you've got to believe. So I got figuring out, how do you believe? How do you change a belief? Interesting subject, because I'm going to tell you something. Your results are nothing but the manifestation of your belief system. Well, our belief system, now listen carefully, is based upon our evaluation of something. And frequently when we reevaluate a situation, our belief about that situation will change. Let me repeat that. Our belief system is based upon our evaluation of something. Frequently, if we reevaluate a situation, our belief about it will change. I began reevaluating who I was. I started to study. I never stopped studying. And I found as I reevaluated, I had a much higher opinion of myself. I found out things about me that I would have never believed if you had told me. The power that's locked up within us, the marvelous system we've got.
Everything you are or ever will be is a result of what is going on inside your mind. This is the most awesome concept that I've ever discovered, that anybody has ever discovered. That you can dramatically change the outer realities of your life by changing your inner attitudes of mind, as William James said. We talked earlier about the various laws, the law of belief, that your beliefs do become your reality, that you actually see the world in terms of what you believe to be true about it. Belief creates the actual fact. As a man thinketh in his heart, or as a woman thinketh in her heart, so are they. We also know that law of correspondence says that your outer world will always correspond with your inner world. That means that there is something in your inner world that corresponds to everything in your outer world.